As the sun sets on a long and storied career, Dr. Margaret Ellison, a retired professor of literature, sits in her cozy study surrounded by shelves of books that have been her companions for decades. Now, in her late 70s, she has traded lecture halls for quiet afternoons of reflection, yet her passion for teaching endures. Over the years, Dr. Ellison has touched countless lives with her wisdom, and now she turns her attention to a group she holds dear: seniors. Her advice, drawn from a lifetime of learning, love, and loss, has moved many older adults to tears, resonating with the beauty and truth of her words. This article captures her heartfelt guidance for those navigating the golden years, offering a roadmap for living with purpose, joy, and peace. Embrace the gift of time. For seniors, time can feel like both a treasure and a burden. Dr. Ellison urges older adults to see it as a gift. "In my youth, I was always racing against the clock," she recalls. "But now I've learned to savor the slow moments, the way the light filters through the trees or the sound of a loved one's laughter." She advises seniors to resist the urge to fill every moment with activity. Instead, carve out time for stillness. Whether it's reading a favorite book, journaling, or simply sitting with a cup of tea, these moments of quiet reflection can bring clarity and contentment. Dr. Ellison suggests creating a daily ritual to anchor your day. For her, it's writing letters, yes, handwritten ones, to friends and family. "There's something sacred about putting pen to paper," she says. "It's a way to connect deeply, to leave a piece of yourself behind." For seniors, these rituals can be a source of comfort, grounding them in a world that often feels chaotic. She encourages older adults to find their own rituals, whether it's gardening, painting, or listening to music, and to approach them with intention. Rediscover your passions. One of the most poignant pieces of advice Dr. Ellison offers is to reconnect with passions that may have been sidelined by life's demands. "When I retired, I felt a void," she admits. "Teaching was my identity, but I had to rediscover who I was outside the classroom." She returned to poetry, a love she'd neglected for years, and found it brought her immense joy. For seniors, this rediscovery can be transformative. Dr. Ellison encourages older adults to think back to what sparked joy in their younger years. Was it painting, dancing, cooking? Whatever it was, now is the time to revisit it. "You don't have to be an expert," she says. "The joy is in the doing, not the outcome." She also emphasizes that it's never too late to try something new. At 75, she took up watercolor painting, laughing as she describes her early attempts as gloriously terrible. But with time, she improved, and the process became a source of pride and fulfillment. For those hesitant to start, Dr. Ellison suggests joining a community group or class. Local libraries, community centers, and senior organizations often offer workshops tailored to older adults. These settings not only foster creativity, but also combat the isolation that can creep into later years. "Connection through shared passions is a lifeline," she says, her voice softening. "It reminds us we're never truly alone." Cherish relationships, old and new. Daughter Ellison's eyes light up when she speaks of relationships. "People are the heart of life," she says. For seniors, nurturing connections is vital, yet it can be challenging as friends move away, pass on, or drift apart. Her advice? Cherish the relationships you have and be open to forming new ones. "Every person you meet has a story," she says, "and every story can teach you something." She encourages seniors to reach out to old friends, even if years have passed. A phone call, a letter, or a visit can rekindle bonds and bring unexpected joy. Dr. Ellison shares a story of reconnecting with a college friend after decades. "We talked for hours, as if no time had passed," she recalls. "It was like finding a piece of myself I'd lost." For those who find it hard to take the first step, she suggests starting small, perhaps a text or a note to say, "I was thinking of you." Equally important, Dr. Ellison urges seniors to build new connections. Volunteering, joining a book club, or attending community events can open doors to meaningful friendships. She recounts her experience volunteering at a local literacy program, where she met a group of vibrant seniors who became her second family. These relationships, she says, are a reminder that life is never done surprising us, no matter our age. Face change with courage. Change is inevitable, and for seniors it can come in many forms: health challenges, loss, or shifting roles within families. Dr. Ellison's advice is to face these changes with courage and grace. "I've lost people I love deeply," she shares, her voice steady but tinged with emotion. "But I've learned that grief, like love, is part of being human. It doesn't define you, it shapes you." She encourages seniors to seek support when navigating change. This might mean talking to a counselor, joining a support group, or simply confiding in a trusted friend. "There's no shame in needing help," she says. "It's a sign of strength." For those facing health challenges, she advises focusing on what you can control: eating well, staying active, and maintaining a positive outlook. "Your body may slow down, but your spirit doesn't have to," she says with a smile. Dr. Ellison also emphasizes the importance of adaptability. "Life is like a good book," she says. "You don't know what's on the next page, but you keep turning." For seniors, this might mean embracing technology to stay connected, relocating to be closer to family, or adjusting to new financial realities. Each change, she believes, is an opportunity to grow. Leave a legacy of love. Perhaps the most moving part of Dr. Ellison's advice is her call to leave a legacy of love. "When I look back on my life, it's not the books I published or the lectures I gave that matter most," she says. "It's the moments I made people feel seen, valued, loved." For seniors, this legacy can take many forms: sharing stories with grandchildren, mentoring younger generations, or simply being a source of kindness in everyday interactions. Dr. Ellison encourages older adults to document their lives. "Your story is a gift," she says. "Don't let it go untold." This might mean writing a memoir, recording oral histories, or creating a scrapbook of memories. She shares how she compiled a collection of letters for her grandchildren, filled with lessons and stories from her life. "I want them to know who I was, not just as their grandmother, but as a woman who lived fully," she says. She also urges seniors to be intentional about how they show love. Small gestures, a kind word, a thoughtful gift, a listening ear, can have a profound impact. "You don't need grand gestures to leave a mark," she says. "Love is in the details." Find meaning in every day. At the heart of Dr. Ellison's advice is a call to find meaning in every day. "The golden years are not about waiting for the end," she says firmly. "They're about living fully right now." She encourages seniors to set small, achievable goals, whether it's learning a new recipe, walking a mile, or calling a friend. These goals, she says, give structure and purpose to each day. Spirituality, too, can play a role in finding meaning. For some, this might mean deepening their faith. For others, it could be connecting with nature or practicing mindfulness. Dr. Ellison, who describes herself as spiritual but not religious, finds meaning in moments of awe, watching a sunset, reading a poem, or witnessing an act of kindness. "These moments remind me that life is bigger than me," she says. "They keep me grounded." A final word as Dr. Ellison concludes her advice. Her voice softens and her eyes glisten. "To my fellow seniors, I want to say this: you are enough. Your life, with all its joys and sorrows, is a masterpiece. Live it with courage, love, and gratitude." Her words, delivered with the warmth of a seasoned teacher and the vulnerability of a fellow traveler, have moved many to tears. They are a reminder that the golden years are not a time to fade away, but to shine brightly, embracing each day with wisdom and heart. For those reading her words, Dr. Ellison's advice is more than guidance. It's an invitation to slow down, to reconnect, to face change with courage, and to leave a legacy of love. It's a call to live fully, no matter the years behind or ahead. and in that call there is a profound truth. The wisdom of seniors, like the wisdom of a retired professor, is a gift to us all. This article balances emotional storytelling with practical advice, drawing on the fictional Dr. Ellison's perspective to inspire and guide seniors. It incorporates themes of purpose, connection, and resilience, tailored to resonate with older adults while remaining universally relatable. Let me know if you'd like any adjustments or additions.